All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're taking a journey into the UK's financial markets. So whether you're literally just starting out or maybe you're looking to sharpen up your skills, think of this as your map for navigating the whole world of trading. Let's get you ready for the adventure.
So are you ready to jump in? Because your guide starts right now. We're going to break down everything from where you trade to the tools you'll need and, of course, the single most important rule you have to remember. Let's get going.
First things first, you've got to know the lay of the land, right? So, where does all this buying and selling of the stuff actually happen? Well, we're about to map out the territory of the UK's financial playgrounds.
Okay, so at the very heart of everything is the stock exchange. The easiest way to think about it is like a giant, super organized marketplace. And it's not just for stocks. It's where all kinds of financial securities find their buyers and sellers. It really is the central hub for the entire system.
And as you can see here, not all exchanges are built the same. You got the big one, the London Stock Exchange, or LSE. That's for the huge global companies. Then you got its submarket, AIM, which is kind of designed for smaller, high-growth companies. The rules are a bit more flexible. For more modern, cost-effective vibe, there's the AICA Stock Exchange. And if you're into more complex stuff like futures and options for risk management, then ICE Futures Europe is your spot. Basically, where you play depends entirely on the game you want to play.
All right, so you know the map. Now it's time to pick your gear for the adventure. We're talking about choosing your trading app, and believe me, how you do this is absolutely crucial.
Look, before you get wowed by any slick charts or cool features, let's talk about safety. It all boils down to this simple three-step check. Step 1. Is the app authorized by the Financial Conduct Authority, the FCA? This is a total deal breaker. If not, walk away. Step 2. Does it have FSCS protection? That's your safety net if the firm goes bust. Only after you've checked those two boxes should you even start thinking about Step 3, which is comparing all the other stuff like costs and tools. Seriously, safety first every single time.
And this really shows you something important. You don't need to be rich to get started. I mean, look at this. Once you've done your safety checks, you'll see that some totally regulated brokers, like XTB, let you start with £0. Others, like Capital.com or XNES, let you get in the door with just 10 or 20 quid. The barrier to entry is way, way lower than most people realize.
Okay, so we've talked about stocks, but what if you're feeling a bit more adventurous? Let's take a look at a whole different part of the financial universe, the huge, sprawling world of forex trading. So what's the big difference? Well, this slide nails it. The stock market is centralized. That means trades happen in one specific place, like the London Stock Exchange. Simple. But forex? Forex is decentralized. There's no single building or location. Trades are happening directly between parties all over the globe, usually through a big network of brokers. It's a completely different setup, and it's key that you get that distinction. And you guessed it. Just like with stock apps, picking a forex broker comes down to running through a solid checklist. Number 1, and I know I sound like a broken record, but it's that important, is it FCA regulated? Then, think about the costs. Those little spreads and fees can really add up. You also want a solid platform, something reliable like the popular MT4 or MT5. Make sure the account options and leverage fit your style and risk tolerance. And finally, do your homework. Check their reputation. A few minutes reading reviews can save you a world of headaches later on. Now, this next bit is useful for literally everyone, whether you're a seasoned trader or just someone going on a holiday. Let's talk about how to navigate currency conversions so you're getting the best deal every single time.
Okay, here are your fast and easy rules. Do compare providers online. Your bank is almost never the best option. Do use the mid-market rate, that's the real rate you see on Google, as your yardstick for what's fair. And please avoid those exchange counters at the airport. Their rates are just awful. Oh, and be really suspicious of any no-commission offers. The fee is almost always just hidden inside a terrible exchange rate.
We have covered a lot. The where, the what, and the how. But now we've reached the single most important lesson of this entire journey. This is the trader's golden rule. This is your survival skill.
Let me be absolutely crystal clear about this. It does not matter how fancy the app is or how brilliant the strategy sounds, there is nothing, and I mean nothing, that can guarantee you profits. It just doesn't exist. The market is going to do what the market's going to do.
And that leads us to the most powerful idea of all. You cannot control the market. You can't predict every move. You can't guarantee a win. The one and only thing you have complete control over is how much you're willing to risk. Risk management, that's the only part of this whole game that you are truly in charge of.
So, we'll leave you with this to think about. You have the map to the territory, you know what gear you need. What happens next? Well, that's entirely up to you. So, what is the very first risk you are going to learn how to manage on your journey? Your answer to that question is the true beginning of becoming a trader.